Hey, what's going on? Strat Soldier here for the weekend shift. A lot of stuff going on. The SPY went to the highs for absolutely no reason. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Actually, it's a lot better reason than you think, but it feels like no reason. Anyway, this is the Strat Soldier. Thank you so much for being in here. Brent, we got Jason, we got Patricia. But before that, let's start the show, okay? I know you guys are excited. I love it. This is the Strat Soldier for the weekend shift. Let's get to it. What's going on? What's going on? Strat Soldier here. Hi, again, good morning. We got Sand Dollar in the house. We got JJ. JJ's in the house. He his friends call him JJ, but his name is John Joyce. His friends call him JJ. Heck yeah. Let me see here. I'm looking at this. This is a live show. If you don't know. So I'm looking at my levels. I got my stuff. Anybody, audio, mic check. Give me. Let me know if my sound sounds good. I didn't shave this morning. Hopefully I don't look too bad. This light is bright. Good Lord. So dang all light. Give me a freaking tan. Goodness gracious. Let me know. What do my levels sound like? This is a live show. Good morning, Kevin Bird. Bird is the word. How you doing? It's California time. What's California time? 8 o'clock? I think it's 8 o'clock in the morning out there. Let's see. I got this high-speed Apple phone. It tells me everything. Yep, 8 o'clock in the morning. Goodness gracious. He's like, Kevin was like, let me turn this big head dude on for an hour. Let me see what's happening before everybody else is awake. You get up. Maybe I'm selfish. I'm the only person that does this. I know I am. You get up real early before the kids get up, so you got that couple hours of quiet time. Maybe that's just me. I'm a jerk. That's me. I got my Jimi Hendrix T-shirt on because Spy said, "Excuse me while I kiss the sky," for no reason. For no reason, Spy was like, to the highs, good sound, thank you next week, Dave. And I apologize to next week, Dave. Next week, Dave showed up, so did Brent, and a couple other people showed up to the Super Bowl show that I did on Sunday. And so I'm sitting here talking, I'm going through the charts, I'm like, yeah. And then, so I'm thinking everything's working great. All right, I'm still going through my checks right now because the chat is moving exactly like it was during the Super Bowl show, and I was like, yeah, things are growing. This Sunday, the Super Bowl is going to start in about an hour. This is a really cool thing that I'm doing. I even got a super chat during the thing, and then Brent comes on later on and goes, toward the end of my show, and was like, hey, what's going on? And then next week Dave was like, well, maybe he meant it starts at a different time. And I got done with the show and I was like, what the heck is going on? What's going on? And turns out I didn't go live. I wasn't live at all. I was talking to myself. I like direct language. If you can't hear me or nothing's happening, say it in the chat. If I tell you guys this is a scenario 3, but this is clearly a scenario 2, tell me. Tell me in the chat. Just be direct. I love it. Speaking of direct language, I hate indirect language, especially when it comes to talking about stocks, options. When you're like, oh, this option is only $4. It's a $4 option, but in reality, that's a $400 option. You're about to drop some coin on right now. When I get on Bloomberg News and the guy behind the screen goes, well, inflation is sticky. I'm like, what? It's sticky? Sticky icky? No, that means inflation's not going away and you don't know how to explain it. Or it's priced in. That's the biggest load of crap I've ever heard. Kevin Bird says it is 6 a.m. Maybe my iPhone is wrong. Let's see here. It says it's 8 o'clock. And anyway, 5 a.m. Heck yeah. He said he's in Chinatown. Heck yeah. Oh, Chi-Town. JJ's in Chi-Town. That's right. That's right. Brent, don't start. I will time you out. I'm not gonna block you. I can't do that. You're one of my dudes. If nothing's happening, there's only 2 people in the chat. It's gonna be Brent and Ryan. I don't see Ryan right now. He must be at work. But Brent's always gonna be here. He says INTC went up 25% this week. Shut up. It did. We'll look at INTC. Let me get my notes here real quick. This for anybody out there who's new to the strat, new to the weekend shift. I do some chit chat in the first 15 minutes, then we go through what's happening in the broader averages. But let's go to my notes and we will talk about INTC. No, we'll talk about why SPY went up to the highs and did nothing. But anyway, and then we'll talk about INTC, piece of crap. And then we'll talk about, he said JJ's in Chirac. That's another thing I want to talk about. For anybody that's brand new to if you're just lurking, let me check this dude out. And you don't want to be in the chat. It's more fun in the chat, number 1. Number 2, you don't have to worry about no wordy dirds. Rob taught me a long time ago, hey, this is a family show. This is a family show, so if you got me on your big screen and your kids are running around, your spouse, your girlfriend, or your boyfriend might not like what I'm, stocks at all, but don't worry about it. Hang out. The person in the back right there, you. I know you ain't interested in stocks. Just relax. I'm kind of funny. Don't tell nobody else. I'm kind of funny. He says I might work too, waiting on a weld. Okay, waiting on a weld. Heck yeah, you a welder. My brother's a welder. Very cool. It's 8. I get up. Oh, Kevin Bird says it is 8, and he gets up at 5. No, that goes along with what I was saying. Yes, I like getting up early, so I got an hour. I got some time. Like I'm a little maybe I don't know what you do, Kevin Bird. Maybe you're one of those like meditating dudes, or you like to get up and run, or do like I know JJ likes to ride a bike. JJ be putting in miles. I call JJ up. JJ's like, okay, what's up, man? No, yeah, no, I'm just riding 25 miles for fun. Anyway, I like to play Call of Duty. I like to run around. Just like this tank, boy, I'm running around just shooting them up. Bye. That's what I like to do in the morning. Let's see here. I got Kevin Bird, Sandal next week, Dave. I got JJ, Jason, Brent, Patricia, Bacon. Who doesn't love bacon? I don't trust nobody that don't like bacon. There's only one person that don't dig on swine, and that's Jules from Pulp Fiction. And you can't argue with him. I'm not gonna argue with Jules about not liking bacon. He just don't dig on swine. That's all. Fairchild, greetings and the new. Awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad you're new. That will slow me down in the chat because sometimes I like to, I feel like I'm preaching to the choir. So I'm just like, let's talk about the crazy advanced stuff. And then I got that one person like, hey, I don't know what scenarios are. And that's okay. Let's see here. What do you guys want to talk about? I got the notes up. What do you want to talk about? We're going to talk about how SPY just went to the highs despite the tariffs, despite the news, despite all that stuff. Jay Powell is doing anything he can to keep his job, ain't he? Oh my gosh, he's dancing all around this mic. Jay Powell, let me see here. Hold on, let me see. Sometimes I get props out and I mess something up. My light will fall or something like that. Jay Powell's on the mic like this. Hey, don't tell the president, but we're not gonna cut rates. We're not gonna do it. We don't have the data to cut rates, so we're not gonna do it. And the president's like, you next. And Elon's like, yeah, he next. He next to get cut. He gonna get an email. And Powell's just doing his best. He's like, We know that the current administration wants to raise tariffs and lower interest rates, but we don't have the data for that. He's trying, boy. He's trying. Oh, man. He's trying. Shh. J-Powell, be quiet, man. You'll get in trouble. The chat stopped rolling. Can you guys hear me? I know you can hear me. All right, so we're gonna talk about our SP, which is S&P 500 equal weighted. We want to talk about PayPal. Okay, we'll talk about PayPal, PYPL, PayPal. I want to talk about. I've been watching PayPal too. Is doing nothing. Let's see, I got 1 minute left. And then we're going to move on to the next thing. We're going to talk about the broader averages. If you are new to the strat or new to the weekend shift, put a 1 in the chat. That lets me know you guys are new, and I'll slow it down. And if you're just feeling good and it's a good Saturday, put a 5 in the chat. Put a 5 in the chat if you're having a good Saturday. I'm having a good Saturday. Heck yeah, put a 5 in the chat. Yep, Johnny 5, staying alive. No disassemble. No disassemble. If you ain't seen that, if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's a good one. You got to be careful though. You know, those movies you should love when you were a kid, and you go watch them now on Amazon Prime, and you're like, this movie is terrible. The special effects are crap. I got 1 minute left. I have to tell my kids all the time. They're like, Dad, these graphics are terrible. I'm like, well, you have to remember, we didn't have HD TVs. Everything was fuzzy. So the special effects people used to get away with stuff. Heck yeah, I got some 5s in the chat. We got some people having a good time. We got Joel in the house. Joel, everybody's having a good Saturday morning. Yes. Serve Strats a lot. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, I got 2 cups. I got 1 for coffee, 1 for water. So I'm double fisting stuff here. I'm like I need some extra energy. Oh, what is happening? Let's get to it. All right. Let's go talk about what's happening in the broader averages. We got our notes for today, and we're gonna stay on target. We're going to stay on track. I like to ramble. Don't let me ramble in the chat. Don't let me do it. Let's go see what's going on. Oh, there it is. It's doing it. If you watch my Super Bowl show, I told you, I was like, I was threatening this camera. I said, don't you do this to me. And it did it. I'm taking my super chats. And thank you so much for all the super chats. And I'm buying a new camera. I'm getting rid of you. You camera. Anyway, let's do it. Let's go see what's happening in the broader averages. All right. When I trade, I have all 4 charts up just like this. This shows me the month, the weekly, the daily, and the 60. You want to have a minimum of 4 charts up at once. All right. That will show you what's happening overall, and who is the more aggressive participation group. If you're only looking at one time frame, or better still, I'd say deeper still is let's just say you don't have the next level tier of your charting software sub. You know what I mean? So you can only look at 2. Let's just say they only let you look at 2. If that's true, they only let you look at 2. I would say in the pre-market, switch them to the month and the week. That way you can see what's happening. Are the buyers really in here on the month? And then what's happening on this week? And then when the market opens, ding, 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 9:30, bottom of the hour, switch it to daily and the 60s. All right, and that'll give you a little bit more leeway not leeway, it'll give you a better perspective of what's happening. If you have TrendSpider, you can, and you can't see all 4 charts, let's just say you can only see 2, because you don't have the higher tier thing, it happens. Right here, you got that smart trade checklist right here, right? It'll show you green on the month, red on the week, red on the day, red on these 60s, all right? And this is RSP. This is S&P 500 equal weighted, and the person that showed me this was Michael Noss, certified CMT. Now, what we have here is green on the month. Is it? It is still inside month. It's still inside month. But what's good about this is this takes into account and gives all the stocks in S&P 500 the same weight. So and it shows what's happening over everybody, over, you know, so it's not just the top 7 or the Mag 7. The people like to call it the Mag 7, the Magnificent 7. But it shows the little guys too, you know what I mean? So what's happening on everything? So right now, what's happening on everything is we're getting really close to going 2-2 reversal up on the highs, but we're still, I wouldn't call that a hammer, and it definitely went 2 up. So we don't have an actionable signal on RSP for next week. On the daily chart, trending to the highs. All right, now here's my money flow index. Now I know JJ is going to be like, Rob ain't talk about no money flow. Rob ain't talk about no money flow index. And I'm gonna be like, you're right, JJ, you're right. The reason why I'm looking at money flow index is because it's another tool in TrendSpider that we could use, and it doesn't necessarily mess with my charts. But there's 2 things that money flow index, it only measures 2 things. It measures price and volume at the same time. So it's not just volume at the bottom of the chart, just randomly, like, you know, because remember Rob used to say all the time he cannot quantify, he says I can't quantify volume because once it's at the highs, people go, well, you know, it's going to the price is going to the highs, but not, you know, low volume. But then you'll have price confirming, you'll see volume confirming price and everything's going to the highs, and then people come out and say, well, it's volume capitulation. You got to watch out for, you know, is this a spike and this is the end of the trend? Rob's like, I ain't dealing with all that. So he used to take the volume off the charts. Along with that, same swim lane, same swim lane. There is, it shows volume and price at the same time, right? And I know people like to look at indicators. They're going to look at them anyway, even though I'm the indicator hater. They're going to want to look at this stuff. So let's find something that works for that shows us more evidence of the participation groups. All right. So I got price going to the highs, and then there's not a lot of people buying in on this. All right. That's a divergence. You got a bullish situation here, a bearish situation here. That's a divergence. Now we necessarily, again, Rob didn't really talk about but divergences at all. All right, just a little bit more, you know, so you just a little bit, so that when you're, you know, a little bit more knowledge, so that when you're talking to someone that's not a stratter, you can hang. All right, because sometimes they get lost in the 3s and the 2s and the reversals and the pivot machine guns, and it's fun for us, but they're like, I don't get what you're saying, but I kind of understand what you're saying. Like, I want you to be able to talk the strat with someone that's not a stratter, and they go, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. You know, so that's why I'm showing you just a little bit of that, you know, the terminology, different lingo. You know, nothing silly. Right? Talking about no fair value gaps and voodoo crap. Well, Beach Bum is in the house. Good morning. Good morning. He made it to a live show. So let's go to SPY. Anyway, this shows me what? This shows me, say it. This shows me
time frame continuity.
Time frame continuity. It's always there. It's like the weather. Let's go to SPY. All right. S&P 500. This is the regular weighted ETF. All right. Now, this is the standard for seeing, kind of seeing what's happening out there in the markets. You can see right here in the daily chart, everything's kind of stuck. It did go 3-2 up on the month. Let's make it bigger for the kids in the back. Is that still? Well, it may be still inside. Here, let's do this. Yep. No, it went 3-2 up. There it is, Brent. 3-2 up on the month. All right. So, you know, it's going. That's good. And here's the week. The week went 2-2 reversal back up on the week. We finally got out of this level of reclaim right here. It's got to stay up there. Now, it went to all-time highs despite Powell getting on the mic and going, we ain't changing the interest rates. Don't fire me. And then despite all the tariffs, I do not talk about politics on the weekend shift. It's really hard not to, though, when the president keeps talking about these tariffs. All right, is there anything on the news real quick? All right, right here on TrendSpider, you have all these headlines. Now, if you click this thing, it'll take you to full stories. So, and that's an add-on for TrendSpider. But they give you the headlines. It gives you the gist of what's happening. All right, a lot of stuff in here. All right, they're talking about putting tariffs on steel, and for some reason it didn't kill X at all. It did great. It's X, this American Steel. All right, the ticker's X. If you didn't know that, and it didn't kill. It didn't kill a couple other ones, all right? It didn't. So I'm like, oh, everybody's like, oh, okay, all right, thanks. But you know what? Did get wrecked? Ford. All right, a lot of these companies trying to come back up. But you can see right here on the daily chart, all right, it's trying to come back up, but these big drops, all right? And then look at this. Nobody's putting their money in there, all right? This is what this money flow index, I like watching this one. Again, I'm not using this for overbought signals or oversold signals, none of that crap. It's just more evidence. The price is going up. Is anybody really buying into this? No, all right? So be careful. Now Ford did go 2 down on the month. Here's the downtrend still moving, and then we got our 2-2 continuation down on the week, and it's trying to go back green. All right, it's trying really hard. Here's your 60s. All right, here's where it got out of that level of reclaim on the 60s. Let's make it blue because that's not. Let's make it blue. All right, bam. All right, so it's still moving up. That's good. It's out of this level of reclaim on the 60s, all right? That's good. But yeah, a lot, you know, you can see some of this, all right? Ford does a lot of good business with Mexico and Canada, and now if you were working at any of these factories during 2006, 7, and 8, you're probably like, yes, finally tariffs on something that, you know, because they took our jobs. I was working at a Thompson, which is a factory that made TVs, and I'm sitting here moving. It's a factory. I'm moving TVs from one conveyor belt to another. That was my job. I was, you know, 18 and a half years old with a job, J-O-B, and I was there for just a little bit, and they're like, hey, we're gonna start making plasma TVs. Cool. And then, we try to keep the company alive. And then I was like, you know what? A couple months later, they're like, your job's gone. Your job's gone, and this factory's going to Mexico. So that's TVs. But Ford, same thing. You know, Ford, same thing. They have a lot of parts, you know, assembled, made in Mexico or Canada, and then assembled in America. So there's a lot of companies not saying it, but they're like, please don't put tariffs on everything. Please don't. Anyway, a lot of news. We don't really necessarily trade the news in the Strat, but it's really newsy right now. All right, really newsy. Speaking of newsies, where's Crutchy at? Where's Crutchy? A lot of news here. You can see right here, a lot of stuff. All right, you can go read all that. And then, again, moving to the highs. But not a lot of people putting their money in there, all right? Everybody's just like, oh, God, be careful, all right? We've been stuck in this range for a while. Now they're like, okay, we went up, that's good, but be careful. Let's go to Dow Jones, same situation. A lot of crap on the chart, let's clean that up. It's still inside of the week, so we got an inside week for next week. I'll wait to put that on the watch list just a second, but you can see stuck in this sub-try right here on the broadening formation on the daily chart. We did go 3-2 up on the month. Inside week for next week, that's good. QQQ, 2-1-2 continuation up on the week, and 2-2 reversal back up on the month. All right, that is a 2-2 reversal because this is a 2 down. They took the price down, 2 up. All right, took the price up, 2 down, 2 up. Let's look at the Strat labels. All right, and that's what I love about TrendSpider. TrendSpider worked with Rob directly, and JJ witnessed this. There's pictures. All right, there's pictures. 2 down, 2 up. Where TrendSpider worked with Rob himself and was like, hey, let's get the Strat into our trading software. And TrendSpider is the only trading software with the Strat built in, and it's coded by professionals, not Cody the coder down the street. All right, Gatekeeper said tariff everybody. He said tariff them all. Give them all. They are talking about universal 10% tariffs on everything. Ooh, boy. I got 2 minutes left in this segment. So, hey. Britt says, if you haven't lost your job yet, keep buying foreign. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of opinions out there, so just be careful. That's all. The one thing I always we laugh at these charts all the time. It's fun, but we got to remember that this does affect real. This is real people. You know what I mean? It affects us. It affects us, even if you're not directly involved. It affects all of us. Anyway, I got a Ford. You know what I mean? Ford. Small cappers for Marlon B. I don't see him in here, but he's the only person that trades. I think Kevin Bird does too. But anyway, here we go. Insight on the month, insight on the week. We'll put that on a weekly watch list here in a second. UVXY, which is a VIX product, still going to the lows if you want to short that thing. If you don't have a whole bunch of monies to put in on SPY, you can go to SPXL, all right? And, you know, buy some of the shares. Work some of them options on some cheaper stuff. If you want to short something while this is going to the highs, you can do the reverse. You can buy some shares on this. Actually, this is going to the lows. You would short this. But anyway, TQQQ to the highs, 212 continuation up. So $89 as opposed to $538. You could trade TQQQ for $89. SQQQ, you can short this while this is going to the lows, $26, all right? Utilities, 2 continuation up. 2 continuation up. This is good. This is good. You can see the money flow index reconfirming that. This is good. Why? Because this shows that the institutions aren't just they're not taking all their money out of the markets. They're not like, gotcha. You got to be quicker than that. Britt says, I trade small cappers. All right. But this shows that they're not taking all their money out of the markets, right? You got to pay the light bill, got to pay the water bill, got to pay for trash and sewer, got to pay for, whatever utilities, people are talking about making the internet a utility, so be cognizant and aware of all that, number one. But number two, find Duke Energy. Find someone that you got to pay these mugs every month. You might as well put some stocks in there, put some money on that stuff. It's funny because I was talking to someone else and they're like, these are bills. And I was like, you can make them fun if you just call them subscriptions. I got a subscription to energy. I got a subscription to lights. I got a subscription to water. I got a subscription to trash. It makes it funner when you're thinking it's a choice. Yeah. Well, kid needs hot water. Let me pay that subscription to water. Anyway, utilities still not doing good. Moving to the highs on the daily chart, but you can see money flow index showing they ain't really putting their money in there, right? Inside on the month, inside on the week, retail doing nothing. Tech still stuck. Wow. Still stuck. I don't have a stuck button. I got to get in here and find Rob's voice like, it's still stuck doing nothing. Doing nothing. Look at this. I'm buying calls. No. Invalidated. I'm buying puts. No, I'm buying calls. No. It's good. It's got puts again. Oh, no. Chop shop. Where's it at? Here it is.
Chop shop in here, folks.
Chop shop in here, folks. Getting murdered in there. People getting murdered in here. All right? Do something else. There's more stocks out there than just tech. XLE with energies starting to move back up. Now, I don't necessarily talk about using this trend lines for looking for reversals, but you can do that. You can be like, okay, there's my trend line. We have a break. We have a reversal back up. That's how you use those trend lines. If you were shorting that thing, that's the time to get out of that. But according to the Strat, that would not be a good time to go long. Still inside month. It did go 2-2 reversal back up on the week, but not doing a whole bunch. IBB Biotech's hammer on the week. We'll let's put it on there now because I'll forget. It's already there. Weekly signals hammer on the week. My goodness, can it get back through all of this? this level of reclaim, this hot mess. What's so much happening on this chart? What's happening? All right, we'll get rid of these two. Lately, I've been using the automatic broadening formations drawn by TrendSpider. Also a really cool feature here in TrendSpider. Yep, let's get rid of those. You got to hold down Shift. It's a bit different than Trading View. You got a little bit. You got to do. There's a learning curve. You got to hold down Shift and click on the line, and it'll get rid of that line for you. Now, I would draw this line down here, honestly. But hey, we know that, and we can see where this broadening from it. They're taking into account this and bringing it back. All right, so that's cool. Let me take 5 more minutes in this segment to get through the sectors. Yeah, but look at this. Trying to get back through all of this biotechs. Ugh. Wow, the wall of woe, Rob used to call that. Healthcare still just, ugh. It started going well, and then look at that. Look at that money flow index showing. They're like, get my money out of this. Get it out of there. Someone starts sneezing in the cubicle next to you. Get my money out of healthcare. They're not curing anything. Shooter in force on the week. Were we looking for that? Yes, we were. All right, XLP, cheese, ketchup, all kind of manzanas, all that stuff. All right, food, 2-2 reversal back up on the month. Here's your weeks. It is trending up. The money flow index, they're putting their money in there, but Friday they were like, take my profits. Shaking my head. Semiconductors doing nothing.
Chop shop in here, folks.
Oh my gosh. The chat is getting slow. The chat is getting slow. Wake up. Come on, wake up, wake up. This is supposed to be fun. We got this is the last sector we're going through, and then we're going to go through actionable signals. Start putting your tickers in the chat. And so yeah, semiconductors not doing a whole bunch. I did have a losing position. It was on AMD. I had a losing position and I took a loss. So if you think, Strat Soldier's having losing positions, he's losing money out here. Yeah, he's not that great. Go ahead and turn me off right now. Click the TV off, go back to a different YouTube video, go back to your cat videos. But I say it right now because look at this downtrend. Get me out of this. And it hit my stops. I'm like, I'm not holding this crap anymore. All right, I trade shares. I can hold on a lot longer than someone trading options. 20% down on a stock on common shares feels different, and it emotionally is different than someone trading options. And this thing goes 20% down in just a few minutes. All right, in just a few minutes. A lot of coffee. Let me start drinking this water. Let me start drinking some water. All right, Apple. Okay, good. All right. Gatekeeper says 2 down, lowered low, no higher high. That's true. Someone said Apple. Give me Apple. All right, let's get to, that's all the sectors in. That's all the sectors. That's what's happening out there. The only actionable signal that we have is Dow Jones inside week on the broader averages. And then we also have IBB with an inside week. I don't think I've seen anything else on the sectors. What is that? I'm pretty sure that's a 2 down. Yes, it's a 2 down. So possible 2-2 reversal back up, but honestly, that's going to open up inside week. Not putting that on the list. Nope. IBB hammer. That's what it is. IBB's hammer. Healthcare, no actionable signal. XOP, no actionable signal. Shaking my head, no actionable signal, and no actionable signal on RSP. So let's go look at actionable signals for this week. Let's do it. All right. Someone said, "Give me Apple. Give me Apple." Before we get into all that, stuff, let me do this. Oh goodness, I swear. Hold on. Sometimes computers are hard, Sometimes. Anyway, if you want to get in here and support the weekend shift, Get in there, get on the live chat, hit right here, hit that super chat, There's some little ones, there's some big ones. I'm not asking you to do anything crazy, but just remember I got some goals and I'm gonna get me a new dang on camera. So if you hate my camera, you hate my lights, you hate my microphone, put it in there. Put a little thing in there. Put a little super chat in there. And the rules are, if anybody uses a super chat, I talk about whatever you want to talk about. All right, I stop what I'm talking about. Talk about what you want to talk about. You could put in tickers. I've had people put in whole questions and stop my show. You can do that. That's okay. But please use the tip jar. Someone said Apple, AAPL. Sometimes we've had some really good ones, some really good questions that does completely not derail the show, but completely change the course of the show. Because I thought everybody wanted to talk about this, and they're like, nah, man, we don't understand this. So like, woo, we talk about that. So cool. 212 continuation up on the month. What's it doing on our full time frame continuity smart trade checklist? It is full time frame continuity to the upside. That's what that looks like. All right, that's what that looks like. All right, beautiful. That's what your trades, that's how you want your trades to look. I don't care if it's options, stocks, you want it to look like that. And what we want to do is look at the month and then see if there's any actionable signals on the week to reconfirm what we're seeing on the month. And then through the week, you want to see what's happening on the daily chart to reconfirm what we're seeing on the week, that there's buyers in there. And then same thing on these 60s. These 60s are perfect. It better look like this. It needs to look like this. All right? To the highs. What's it doing? Reconfirming what we're seeing on the day, what we're seeing on the week, what we're seeing on the month. We're not doing some domino effect crap. We're not looking for the 60s to trigger the day, to trigger the week, to trigger the month, to trigger the quarter, to trigger the year. We're not doing that, all right? We're not doing that. That's not what Rob did. We're not doing that. We're not doing that mess. We're not looking for a 2-2 reversal in the 60s to save the day. No. Rob always said, start with the month. Start with the month. What are they really doing? Are they buying or are they selling? Apple, they're buying. Still inside month, all right? Still inside month. What's it doing on the week? 212 continuation up on the week. If you're in that and you bought some shares or you're in some options, no reason to get out. It did not hit target at 247. It did not hit target. It is outside of this level reclaim back here. Doing good. All right. Now we want to see if we can talk to, let's see if we can talk to 253. Let's see if we can talk to 260. All right. Come on now. Maybe them tariffs won't affect Apple at all, but this is what you want to see. Yes. To the highs with you. All right. Someone said, Intel, remember our notes. Let's see. Let's remember our notes. Let me make sure I'm doing the right thing. Apple, INTC. Okay. Let me see here. Let's go look at Intel. I'm showing Intel for, I don't know. I don't have his name pulled up. I'm not going to mess up the show looking for a name. But I want to give a shout out to somebody that is always here. Give me one. I'm not seeing his name. Sorry. I have to give you a shout out on the weekend, the bonus FEB. Anyway, he's talking about putting in shares on INTC. And I'm like, good luck. He's like, thanks. I'm like, I'm praying for you. Put you on the prayer list. He said, thanks. And 2-2 reversal, back up on the month, 2 down, 2 up. Is that something we look for? Yes. 2-2 reversal back up. It started at $22.40. Brent already brought this up, and the target's $25.36. Now, there's been a lot of talk about someone taking over INTC. Me and JJ's been talking about and joking about INTC for months. They need to stop making semiconductors. They need to be like Yamaha and start making all kind of stuff. They need to make air fryers. They need to make TVs. They need to make electric socks. They need to make anything else besides semiconductors, because nobody wants your microchips. Nobody wants them. Nobody wants them. All right. Justin is in the house. What's up? Yep. DE. Someone said, give me DE. Beach Bum says, we are long AMD. Get paid a monthly dividend. Okay, all right. Now, if you're long AMD because of a dividend or INTC or Apple's a really good one. Telephone, AT&T, or Ford, also good dividend. That makes sense. Okay, so if you're offsetting some losses with some dividends, you got my attention. All right, it's trading, right? And we trade the Strat. If you created a winning position, you know what to do. Create those winning positions, add to them, and defend them with tight stops while you wait for it to recover. Yep, that's right. He says get paid monthly dividend. That's cool. That's cool. That's good. That's good. All right. So shout out to you on that. INTC, I don't know what their dividends are, but if they pay one, I'm pretty sure they do. You got my attention. You got my attention on that too. That's what the water's for. INTC moving to the highs, two-to reversal back up off the bottom of the broadening formation. We got some levels of reclaim here that we can go after. And I might put a little bit of money in there. We'll see. Well, I'll put a little bit in there. Not a whole bunch. It is getting back up in here. Once it gets above $24.73, the high of that range is $31, all right? So if they can get above that, let's just say they go back to my football analogy. Here's the line of scrimmage at $24.73. If they take it past that, the top of that range is going to be $31.17. Let's just make that the first down. Boom, first down, they got it. All right, cool. Now the buyers take the ball and said, we're going to go to get the next down. All right, $40.64. All right, and then the top of those highs, let's just go ahead and mark it. The top of that range is $51.70 or $51.07. Maybe they got their act together. Maybe they figured it out. All right, on this broadening formation, this range, ooh, man. Now, is that it? No, because that's a sub-try. Let's blow it up, make it bigger. All right, INTC used to be somebody. Let's mark these levels of reclaim, all right? $43 will get you up into this range right here, up to 55. Now they got the ball up here, all right? Now, what's the next one after that? Boom. Top of that range is $68.36. If you bought this stock down here at $24.49 and you see me on the weekend shift making fun of INTC at $56, oh, you bought it at $56. Here it is, scenario 3, fatality to the lows. You can look at the TV and go, I don't care what you guys say, Strat Soldier, I like you, but I got in at $23. I don't care. It can do whatever it wants way up here because I got in way down here. That's how you create winning positions. That's what you want to add to, and that's what you want to defend with stops. Matter of fact, when Rob talked about in the Quant Edge, the original Strat course, he's like, if you buy in way down here and it's up here, you can set your stops for even and hold it for eternity. That's the kind of stuff you want to trade. That's how you want to trade. All right? Get me fired up. Fired up. INTC used to be somebody, all right? So Brent's in that thing. Shout out to, oh man, I wish I had his name up. I don't have it ready, so I'm gonna skip it. But yeah, that's how you do it, all right? That's what you want to. That's how you really want to trade. Used to be somebody. Now it's a hot mess when I do this, right? But anyway, two-to reversal back up on the month. Let's look at the news. Got some news here, and yes, money flow index is reconfirming that. And let's go to insiders just for fun. Let's go to insiders, another widget on TrendSpider. All right, we got some buyers in here. All right, we got some buyers in here. And they've been buying since December. That's good. Acquired. That's good. Last 14 weeks. What did it say? 14 weeks ago, insiders acquired 11,000 shares. All right, so that's good. I might need to look at this too. Maybe I need a little gut check myself and say, okay, this is 2-2 up on the month. Let's start a position. All right, I see the tickers rolling. Let's go look at AMD insiders just for fun. AMD Insiders on TrendSpider. Sell. Selling it. What I want to bring up is this. Look at this guy right here. All right. Who's Phil? Phil, we see you, Phil. We see you, Phil. He bought 499,000 shares. Oh my gosh, that was on February 7th. He's been buying since June. He bought some in June. He bought some in July. He bought some in June. He bought some in August. He bought some in February. He's like, gimme that. Gimme that. I'm just playing. No, he ain't playing. Gimme some of that. All right. So now we got some tools in TrendSpider. We're seeing insiders buying this stuff. Someone bought a huge position here. It's not necessarily reversing on the month or the week or the day just yet, but that's evidence to go, okay, I'm going to keep AMD on the charts. I'm going to keep them up. Philip knows something. Flip knows something. Lip. I don't know if anybody is a fan of Shameless, but Lip knows something. Let's go look at Tesla. Tesla selling. Hammer on the week. We need to put that on the watch list. We're going to put that on the watch list. Now, that is true. I'm supposed to be doing these weekly signals for next week. Not seeing a whole bunch though. All right. So, but Tesla hammer on the week. That's good. It did go 2 to reversal back down on the month. I know my screen's kind of messy here, but look at this. People taking profits. Get my money out of here. But what is money flow index showing right here? Money flow index is showing it's moving to the highs and it's reconfirming. Money flow index is reconfirming. All right. People are getting in here and buying with volume. They want this stock, even though the insiders are like, give me my money. Give me my money. All right, so Tesla hammer on the week. Someone said Mara, what's the insiders doing on Mara? There's some buying, there's some selling, lots of selling. Ugh, lots of selling. Can we shrink this? Maybe I can get rid of seasonality and stick it in there. We'll make that decision after the show. Let's see here. We'll make that decision after the show. Hammer on the week. Mara, hammer on the weekly signals. Booyah. Let's see here. Someone said APP, app to the highs, full time frame continuity, reconfirmed right here by the smart trade checklist up here to the highs. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, that's what you want your trades to look like. No actionable signals for next week, but my goodness, looking amazing. Oh yeah, I forgot DE. Mumble hammer for next week. Is this at all-time highs? No, but it is finally out of this mess. DE has been hard to trade. Look at this. Yuck. All right, I've been staying away. I know the 8X crew loves to trade the DE. It does move, but it's been messy. So finally getting out of that chop shop and moving to the highs. DE, Momo hammer, but not a lot of magnitude, so I'm going to skip it. But good one, good call out. All right, good call out. DE. Oh, man, I kind of want to put insiders in there. I kind of want to do it now. All right, hopefully I'm not messing the show up. Let's do it. All right, so let's just say I want to change my widgets for Michael O'Connor, or anybody else who has TrendSpider and says, you know what, I want to change my widgets. So I want to keep this. I want to keep my Strat trade checklist. All right, I want to keep the news. I don't trade the news, but you know sometimes it helps to see what's happening. I want to keep my notes. All right, and I want to keep my broader averages and watch lists. But I've been looking at these insiders. I want my insiders on there. So you click the insiders. Here's some other widgets on the side. Click your insiders tab. And then you can go new column, which you saw, it kind of scrunched everything up. And then you can do visible column. And then you can just hit learn more. Oh, let me get my big head out of the way. Learn more about insiders, okay? All right, TrendSpider has everything. I mean, they hide a lot. They hide a lot of it. But Dan Ershman was like, we did that so that it's a little bit more intuitive and it's not intimidating. But the whole goal of TrendSpider is to give you guys professional tools to the average trader. Now right now, what I want to do is figure out how to change the stack. I can't change the stack, but hey, that's just what do you call it? Preference. All right, that's just a preference. Now I got my insiders. DE. There's a lot of people buying this stuff. All right, a lot of people buying it in December, but mostly all red. All right. Oh, I got some. Oh, you guys wake up now. Okay. He's like, oh, I see what's happening. He's looking at the charts we want to look at. Yes. Now you're waking up. That's good. I'm not making fun of y'all. Y'all my dudes. Y'all my crew. I'm not making fun of y'all. All right, let's clean up our weekly watch list right now, and well, come on now, give me my buttons. Weekly watch list, let's clean it up. Let's clean it up. There's a lot of stuff in here. All right, XRT, retail, any actionable signals, possible 2-2 reversal back up, but I wouldn't call that a hammer. Get it out of here. Get it out of here. XLV. Shooter enforced. We were watching for that. It went enforced. That's awesome. Any actionable signals for next week? No. Get it out of here. Get it off the screen. All right. Possible 2-2 reversal back up on Walgreens. I like Walgreens, but they started taking a whole bunch of heat because everybody was stealing everything. They call it shrinkage, which is another non-direct term that I don't like. That is about shrinkage. You know, I mean, people are getting it, coming into the stores, stealing everything. So they start putting all the razor blades, and they put all the lotion, and then they put all the deodorant. People are buying, just stealing a bunch of razors and deodorant. Like, just let in. But anyway, people didn't. You know, they had to do something. So people was like, you're not selling so much. People hate that stuff. Anyway, whatever. You can see right here, people buying it, people getting into it. Now I have no reversals on the charts. We're just seeing what they say on the money flow on the insiders. All right, but no actionable signal. Get it off the chart. Possible 2-2 reversal back up, but that's not a hammer. All right. VZ Verizon still moving to the highs. That's good. Off the weekly broadening formation, it is 2-2 reversal back up on the 2-2 reversal back up on the month. So let's go ahead and put that on the. Oop, get out of here. Get out of here. Hold on. Sorry. Let's put that on the 2-up on the month list. All right. So we don't have that information overload. All right. We're going to organize our stocks by condition. All right. So when things are going to the highs, I'm going to go look at VZ. Any actionable signals in there? V's all-time highs, 2-up on the month, all that good stuff. And I think it's still 2-up on the month. Yep, there it is. No actionable signal for next week. Get it off the charts. Tesla, hammer on the week. Now, this is interesting, all right? They did take them down. People taking their profits. People not liking, Elon in politics and stuff. Again, not talking politics on the show. If you send me an email, we can talk about it a little bit, But right now, hammer on, it is a little doji piece of crap thing, but is that a hammer? That's the question. That's what I'm looking at. It's hammer-ish, but it's pretty much doji. Doge candle formation is the open and the close are pretty much the same, all right? But they took them down. The buyers on a smaller time frame started stepping back up. Not necessarily a hammer, but it's hammer-ish, all right? Possible 2-2 reversal back up. And that goes in force above 362 and the magnitude's 394, all right? And let's go look at the insiders. We already looked at the insiders. They're selling this, all right? So let's just see if maybe retail's pushing this up. Maybe they're like, we don't care. We like what he's doing. We like Doge. We like all this stuff. And they're getting back in. Weekly watch list. Shaking my head, doing nothing. Take it off the list. Remove. Let's see here. QQQ. No actionable signal for next week. Take it off the list. QCOM. We're getting short. Time's getting short. QCOM inside week for next week. All right, very good, very good. All right, it is 2-2 continuation up on the month. Inside week for next week. If that goes in force, you know exactly where the magnitude is. All right, possible 3-1-2 reversal back up. Yes, reversal. Possible 2-2 reversal back up. Getting back through this level of reclaim back here. All right, the top of that thing is right there. It's already there. So we're going to see if we can talk to 182. All right, 182. Moving. Okay, I see some tickers in here. Let me move a little faster. Let me move a little faster because I was talking too much, or I made everybody go, I get it. I get what you're doing. All right. So anyway, QCOM 3-1-2 up. Possible 3-1-2 up. We'll keep that on the chart. Microsoft. Still at the highs on the monthly chart, but it's not doing much. Not a lot of people buying this. Get me out of this. Excuse me. Get it off the chart. Mini mines did go shooter and force, but didn't really get killed. No actionable signal. Take it off the charts. Mara. Hammer on the week. Hammer on the week. But it's 2 down on the month. I don't like this at all. Let's go see what the insiders are doing. They're buying it. Somebody's buying it, but there's a lot of selling here too. Someone was gifted. Ooh, someone was gifted 1,707. Made a gift. Let's see here. Solomon made a gift of 177,000 shares. Ugh. Anyway, that was back in November. Not a lot going on there. Taking it off the list. Taking it on. I don't like that. Is it a hammer? It is hammer on the week, but there's no buyers in there. I'm not messing with that. Coca-Cola doing great. No reason to get out. No actionable signal though, so we're taking it off. KMI, no actionable signal. Take it off. Intel, we already talked about that one. No actionable signal though. Take it off. IBB, looking for that hammer. HPE, it did go 2 up, but didn't really keep going. Take it off. GPN, take it off. No actionable signal on the week. This is what if this is boring to you, one, you're relying on scanners too much, and number 2, you're not doing your due diligence. All right, you should be doing this exact same thing. All right. Maybe this doesn't make great TV and it's not exciting, but you should be doing this exact same thing. All right, possible 3-2-2 back up on Disney, but look at that money flow. All right, not a lot of people getting in there. It is actionable signal. That is a hammer. I want to take it off so bad, but we're gonna leave it. All right, why? Because we got an actual signal on Dow Jones. Double DOG, D-Dog did go in force, 3-1-2 up, but then 3-1-3 back down. Motor City Madhouse. Oh my goodness.
Fatality.
Wow, people getting murdered in here. Murdered. Now, let's say you did take that 3-1-2 up and you're like, Strat Soldier, you said to take this. Number 1, I didn't say to take it. I said we had an actionable signal, all right? Don't get me into that. Don't wrap me up into that. Anyway, if you would have put your stop, it went in force at 146. The stop, your general stop would have been around 140, 140.30. $140.30. All right. So if it started going up, you're like, yay, but then it came back down, your stop should have been there. All right. Boo. All right. Your stop should have been about right there. All right. No reason to hold that. No reason to hold that. Now, if you're way down here still holding, you're ignoring your stops, you ain't paying attention to my show. Oh yeah, take it off. Take it off. We're almost there. We're almost there. CDW did go in force. No actionable signal for next week. Get it off the charts. CDNS insight on the week. I don't know. It is an actionable signal. I don't like it, but it's on there. Boeing did go 3-1-2 continuation up, but not doing a whole bunch. Energy's APH, it did go 2 up, but then went red. Take it off. AMAT, scenario 3 to the lows. Take it off. Autodesk, 312 down, did go in force, but no actionable signal for next week. EPD, no actionable signal. Take it off on the week. Take it off. We're looking for hammers, shooters, inside bars. But look at the week, or look at the daily. No. Look at the 60. No. Look at the 2-minute charts. No. We're looking for actionable signals on the week to see what's, you know. We're looking for actionable signals on the week to reconfirm what we're seeing on the month. That's what we're doing. All right. Now, Rob did say the Strat customizes itself to you, but he did not give you permission to go out here and trade the Strat wrong. All right. There's a lot of people teaching this stuff wrong. JJ's not one of them. If you want to go find if you want somebody that's teaching the Strat exactly like Rob did it, or just calling out the Strat like Rob did it, go see JJ. JJ, put the link in the chat. If you're watching me, put your link in the chat, JJ. All right. Go. All right. Jeff said, come on, man, with the tickers. All right. All right, let's go look at XOVR. Looks like we're going to go over just a minute. Let's go about 10 minutes, and then we're going to cut this thing. Yeah. JJ, put your link in the chat. It's kind of stuck in here. It is 3-2 up on the month now. Ooh, okay. This used to be somebody. No actionable signal for next week, but it used to be somebody. All right, cool. Let's look at what are the insiders doing on this one. Where's my insiders? Nope, that's notes. Like I said, I was talking about the stack. No data for this one. All right. QCOM, talked about that one. LVS, which is on the macro list. We got some buyers in here. That's good. Hammer on the week, even though it's 2 down and red on the month, it's hammer on the week. And we got some buying in here. All right, we'll put that on the weekly watch list. That's a good one. Let's look at Amazon. Aaron said that's a hammer in my book. All right. That's fine. AMZN. And I'm just being a little particular on what I call a hammer and what I call, because people, like, for example, they take the execution course on the StratSoldier.com, and they take the execution course, and then they see me out here on the weekend shift, and I go, well, that's a hammer. And they're like, wait a minute, that doesn't line up what was in the course. So I got to be a little particular. Lots of selling on Amazon. Oh, my goodness. Look at this blood red. Everybody's like, give me my money. Give me my money. Give me my, hey, Doug said, give me my 6.3 million shares. Take me out of this. Get me out of this. All right. It did go in force 3-2-2 back down.
The 3-2-2.
No actionable signal for next week. All right. Money is never boring, Juan said. That's awesome. It's never boring. Let's see here. Anything else? Anthony put some. Okay. What time frame do you take entry? So me personally, I'm looking at monthly, weekly charts. That's what I like. That's what I like doing. I will take a 60. You can take a 60. You can take a 2-2 reversal back up on the 60. But it's all dependent on, do you have a reversal on the month? That's triggering right now. Do you have a reversal on the week? That's triggering. Let's say it's 2 up on the month already. Let's go find something that's already 2 up on the month. Let's go to our list. Let's do it. That's why we make these lists, right? All right. That's a good question. 2 up on the month. Give me Apple. All right. 2 up on the month. Here's Apple. 2 up on the month. All right. So the month's already started. I know there's buyers in here. There's buying on the month. All right. Now, let's pretend this was last week, all right? This conversation happened last week, and you asked this question, when do I get in? And it's already 2-1-2 continuation up on the week. You're like, okay, it did it, Strat Soldier. We're above 234.25. The magnitude of this is 247. But I missed it because I'm not in at 234. I missed it. No, you didn't miss it, all right? You didn't miss it. Let's look at these days. All right, you're going to look for actionable signals on these days to reconfirm what you're seeing on the week. All right. Now, The first, you could have got in here, right here. This 230, this 212 reversal back up on the, actually that's a it's 322 right here on the daily chart is what triggered the week. All right, that's what triggered the week. That's fine. You could have took this, and that would have triggered the week. It still would have been 2 up on the month. All right. So that, not that domino effect thing. I'm not talking about domino effect stuff. But let's just say, okay, it's 2 up on the week. I need to be finding actionable signals on the day to get me in on what I'm seeing on the week. All right. And if you see that and it's green on the day and it's green on the 60s, hit it. All right. Now I talk about combinations in the Strat trade checklist, and what you want to do is look for these combinations. All right. Now it's 2 up on the month, 212 continuation up on the week. It's 312 up on the day. On February 11th, it's 322. Excuse me, is that 312 or 322? That's gonna bug me. Hold on, because it's a little iffy. 322 back up. All right, so 322 back up. Strat Soldier, I didn't get in at 230. I missed it. No, you didn't. You didn't miss it. All right, that's February 11th. February 11th. Let's go back to February 11th. What was going on? Lots of buying right here. Ooh yeah. All right, but that buying only happened for like 2 hours. What did it do the rest of the week? Excuse me, what did it do the rest of the day? Nothing. It did nothing the rest of the day. They made some money, got out of this level of reclaim back here, and then did nothing the rest of the day. Oh, I missed it. I know I did. No, you did not. If it's a real move, Rob used to say all the time, if this is a real move, you're going to get lots of opportunities. How could you have gotten in on this? All right, 2-2 continuation up. We don't necessarily trade 2-2 continuations up. That's dangerous. But what we can do is this thing went 3 down. All right, scenario 3 down and went 3-2-2 back up. Excuse me, 3-2 back up. I got to slow down. 3-2 back up. You can take that. Boom. All right. I suggest shares, but if you trade options, you still could have got in on that. What's the reasoning behind that? All right, the reasoning is
Time frame continuity.
time frame continuity, and this thing is full time frame continuity to the upside. All right. Oh man, don't do it now. Well, something's got me. Hold on. I'm getting the sneezies. So it's full time frame continuity to the upside. You have a reversal you can get in on. All right. 3-2 up. All right. Buy some shares. You can take that 60-minute reversal back up, and you have all 4 charts reconfirming that they're buying this, and this is for real. All right. If you missed that for some reason, don't worry about it. Rob used to say all the time, you didn't miss it. Just relax. Let's drop down to the 30-minute. Look for some actionable signals. All right. Here's that Strat bot that Jason made for us. All right. Here's that Strat bot. But you can take this hammer right here. You know, there's let's see here. There's an inside bar right there. That's a little tight, but it's inside bar. Let's drop down in the 15 minutes. All right, we're looking for actionable signals to get in on this. All right. And just because you took a reversal, and just because you're entering on a reversal on February 13th at 10:15, 2 down, 2 up, and it's working at $236.77 on February 13th, doesn't mean your stop has to be right here. All right? You got a job that you have to pay attention to. You're welding, or you are in one of the factories in America that's still making products. You're on the line. You're training soldiers. You are in a meeting. You are gathering up all this stuff for another report that you got to put together. You do not have time to watch all these signals all the time. All right? Do not do it, and stop beating yourself up on things you see other people doing during the day. Because a lot of these people, maybe they are full-time traders, or they're just at home and that's what they're doing all day long. All right? Stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads. That happens. All right? Anyway. Just because what I'm saying is that 2-2 reversal right here on the 15-minute, that's what you're using to get in on that. Remember, the reversal started 3-1-2 up on February 11th. This is February 13th, and now you're using that 60-minute, excuse me, you're using that 15-minute reversal to get in on what's happening on the day, the week, the month. All right? Again, I suggest shares. But if you know how to work them options, work it. Work it good. Work it real good. All right? Now you're in. Again, if that's your entry, awesome. Does not mean your stop needs to be on the 15-minute. That does not mean that. All right? It just means that's what you're using to get in. Now, when it comes to stops, you definitely don't want it to go below, below 228, because that means they bought it up, hit magnitude, and they sold it down real quick. You don't want that, right? At a minimum, you want to stop on your daily chart. At a minimum, you know, or go to your 60-minute and put a chart stop on your 60-minute if you can handle that. Maybe that gives you, you know, maybe that'll give you a little bit of like breathing room. Like, okay, I'm in on this. It's temporary. I'm just going to hold this till lunch. If it's still good, I'll keep holding it and I'll add to it. You know what I mean? I'll push my stops up. You could do that. You could think that's positive thinking right there. But just because you went to a smaller time frame and you got in on a 15-minute time frame does not mean your stop needs to stay on that 15-minute. All right. It's just because you drop down to the 5-minute to get an entry does not mean you need to put your stop on the 5-minute. Calculate what your stop's going to be. Know where you're going to put it at. But just because you use the smaller time frame to get in on what's happening on the larger time frames does not mean your stop needs to be there. All right. You have a lot going on. You got kids to drop off. You got to go. You got grocery shopping to do. You do not have time to look at all these little 5-minute, 15-minute charts. Does that answer your question? I went on a tangent there. Took a swing on Apple last week off the hourly to swing to the end of next month. Okay, 250 calls. 250 calls. 250. Give it to me. That's what he says. Give me that money. All right. Hopefully we get to 253. No actionable signal for next week, but hopefully it stays good. All right. Someone gives me. Someone says INBIS. Ooh, that sounds like something you go see the doctor for. What is this? NBI. Yeah, you definitely go to the doctor to see some NBIS. Hey, doctor, it's coming out of both ends. I don't know. The doctor's like, you got NBIS. Oh no, what's that mean? It means no actionable signals for next week. All right. Good. He says thank you, very legit on the points. Good.
Perfect.
Oh, wrong button.
That was legitness.
Yeah.
All right, legit on the points, because don't let me ramble. Sometimes I'll say some bunch of stuff and then Brent or Aaron will get on and be like, dude, you were totally wrong about that. I'm okay with that. TMDX. Yeah, no actionable signal for next week on NBIS. What's this? Why'd you put this in the ticker? What's this doing? It's coming off the lows of the broadening formation. Whatever they did here, nobody liked it. They hated them for a long time. And then now we're trying to get back to this wall of woe up to $54.25. What's it doing on the quarter? Give me them quarterly charts. Inside on the quarter. Now, if this thing goes 2-1-2 reversal back up on the quarter, got to wait a long time to get there though. We got to wait for the second quarter, which starts the second quarter right. No, let's see. Hold on. What's the next quarter? Right here. Second quarter. We got to wait for that before I start calling that out, or you start calling that out. But if we get a 2-1-2 reversal back up, that could do it. All right. And this is a new person. This is a new thing. This is a new stock. Yeah. Only been around since 2011. All right. It is. Ooh. All right. Okay. Maybe that's why you're looking at this. Put this on the. I'm going to put this on the macro charts because it is 2-1-2 reversal back up on the year. All right. Maybe that's why you're looking at that. All right. 2-1-2 reversal back up on the year. So right now, not doing a whole bunch. Maybe they had some bad earnings. It is coming up on the month. It is. So good stuff there. It makes sense why you're looking at it now, because it is 2-1-2 reversal back up on the year. So let's put that on the macro charts. Macro, where you go? There you go. Macro is where you go. Disney, we already talked about Disney. Oh man, Jeff put all kind of stuff in here. I don't want the show to go too long. AM No. I said TD, that's not it. Ah, dang it. Ah, I ruined the show. You put a ticker in there, and now it's ruined. Now we're looking at this. Goodness gracious. Hold on. We're starting the show over. Hi, I'm the Strat Soldier. How's things going? We're gonna do some more tickers. I gotta start. I gotta put in. I typed in the thing wrong. It thought it was futures, and TrendSpider's like, nah, man. You want to trade futures? You gotta give me my money. All right. So TrendSpider's like, you gotta give me a little more to do futures, Strat Soldier. I got the charts back up, but for the people that are still hanging out, that's good. Thank you so much. I'm going to get back into what you guys want to look at, all right? But for the people that are like, all right, come on, man, I got kids. It's Saturday. I got to take the kids to do something, all right? I got to take the children's museum. I do something. I got to get them out of the house. I'm taking them to grandma's house. They're your kids for a few hours. I got to do something. They drive me crazy. I'm going to go to the movies and go see Captain America without telling them. Don't do that. And if you do, don't tell them. Don't tell them. I was watching this video on Instagram. There's this woman eating. She made cookies, like chocolate cookies or something like that, chocolate chip cookies. And she's got the scooper, and she's got the spatula, and she's like just licking the spatula, and she's hiding behind the cabinets and or the counters or whatever, and just eating it right out of the bowl. And the husband comes around the corner, is like, "What are you doing?" And she was like, minding my business. she's like, and the husband's like, "Did you tell the boys that they could have blah blah?" She's like, "You shut up. Shh. Let that woman eat out of the bowl. She made something delicious, and the kids always just trying to eat it all up, and she don't get none. Let her hide behind the counter in the kitchen to eat that stuff." Anyway, I digest. Anyway, I'm gonna go back and look at what these people, what the Strat crew wants to look at for weekly signals. We have some stuff on the charts already. I will put the chart out on Twitter. I'm not gonna call it X. Twitter, putting that out on Twitter, and so you guys can see what's happening there. If you have TrendSpider, you can import that into your TrendSpider, and then when I update my list, it updates on your side as well automatically. All right, go check out thestratsoldier.com. Check out thestratsoldier.com. I had a Strat Camp webinar. There's some new stratters out there on the street now. I had a good, it was good, and then I had a one-on-one session, and that's where we have a conversation, figure out what you're good at, what you want to get better at, and maybe you're just like, hey, I just need some details on the strat that other people are saying I should do, like this domino thing. I don't really understand that. I'm like, forget that. All right. Anyway. Go check out thestratsoldier.com, and then check out my new course, Unlocking Broadening Formations, the Third Universal Truth. Imagine yourself trading and then going down your list going, that's stuck inside, that's at the highs, that's at the lows, this is reversing off the lows, or this is reversing off the highs. I want to be in on this, or it's doing nothing, and I can see it clearly because of learning how to effectively trade broadening formations. All right, and then also you're like, I got broadening formations, I understand that, but then you learn the advanced stuff like levels of reclaim and make it so much simpler. All right, so go check out thestratsoldier.com, unlocking broadening formations. And you have a friend that if you or someone else wants to they know a little bit about stocks, they know about trading, but they don't know a whole bunch. Go check out my ebook, From Zero to Trading. That's going to get you started. All right, it comes with a bonus video, and anything that you get off thestratsoldier.com, you have my full support with email. I got Aaron. I got sending me emails. I got people sending me DMs that have taken my courses. I've or been on a webinar. I got people doing all kind of stuff, asking me all kind of questions, and I'm answering them. I'm answering them with passion, like, hey, this is awesome. This is what you're good at. Someone's trading crypto. I don't trade crypto, but they're like, this is what I'm doing. Heck yeah. This is what you need to be looking for. I got one trader who trades crypto in Australia, and she has a lot of money, and well, not a lot, but she has a really good position on Roblox, and I update her every time. I think the last time was like $63, but every time Roblox go to the highs, I'm emailing her personally. I'm like, check this out. Yes. All right, so you have my full support. This is Woo. He has some good stuff to say about the Strat Camp webinar. Get in there, all right? Get in there. Let's learn the strat for real. Let's learn the basics. Let's learn a method. And then once you have that method, you can trade it any way you want, all right? All right, let's get back to it. Let's get back to the actionable signals, right? But I want to, for the people that are like, oh, I need a close for the show because I gotta go. That's okay. Here's your close. You can walk out. You can turn the TV off without feeling bad. We're going to go through a few more tickers because these people are here all the time. Thank you so much. Let's get back to it. All right. Thank you so much. Hit that super chat if you can. Vince is laughing. He's laughing his butt off. Let's see here. Joy says, okay. JJ says, Sepia Group trades on Discord. Sepia Group trades on Discord. All right, that's good. That's good. And JJ, if I'm wrong, don't. It's new right now. It's still free right now, right? But I know you're trying to put some things together because you got to keep the lights on, you know. Got to keep the lights on. Twitter for life. That's right. Twitter for life. If I see something funny and I want to retweet it, I retweet it. I don't repost it. All right. That's for them. That's for them meta bums over there with Facebook reposting. Get out of here with that. Anyway, let's look at some more tickers. There was a couple more tickers in here. Amazon. Someone said he said. MPC, now the entire energy sector is not doing great. So let's look at MPC. MPC, what is that? Is that an inside bar? It is. Ooh, looking for a 312 continuation up, all right? 312 continuation up, NPC. That is 2 up on the month. And hey, let's put it on the 2 up on the month list. Probably one of the only energy sectors that's 2 up on the month. Wow. Very good. Very good. Ooh, yeah. Susan said, give me some of that. Elaine said, ooh, give me some. Come here. Let's see here. Jeffrey, John, Kimberly. It seems like this is a little bit of dojish right here. You know what I mean? This is a little bit like putting out these people's information. But hey, this is legal just because you put this much in here. People, you got to tell people. All right, this is public information, son. UNH, UNITY. Anyway, we got some buyers in here. All right, we got some buyers in UNH, even though it's going to the lows. Here's your broadening information on UNH. Woo, messy. All right, and you can see the money flow index. You know, this thing's full-time Fred continuity to the downside, but people are buying into this. So we'll see what happens. Good Lord. No actionables. Momo shooter for next week. All right, we'll put that on the weekly watch list. Momo shooter for next week. Where are you at? Where are you at? There it is. Very good, very good. And Vince also put in AVGO. AVGO. Here you go, AVGO. Is that an inside week? Yes, it is an inside week for next week. So looking for a 212 continuation up. It is in all-time highs range, you know. So it's going to keep like I was telling you guys earlier about the moth, you know, the moth that keeps hitting the light bulb, like it keeps going to the highs and hitting it and bang its head and come back down and hit it again. That's what happens when the things are at all-time highs. You just it'll hit the top, come back down, hit the top. Come back down, you know, until the moth gets sick of it, you know, or the institutional buyers get tired of messing around with it. Lots of selling happening here, though. People taking their profits, all right? Ooh, take that profit. Give me my money. Goodness gracious. What else in here? Legit. Nah.
That was legitness. Yeah.
Yes. JJ says, join us. People don't have to join. Don't people have, yes, there needs to be there's a link. There's a link. I'm gonna help you out, JJ. Let me see if I can do this without messing the whole show up. The end of the show. Let me put the link in there. You know, this is a little alley-oop. This is the alley-oop. I know. He said, what link? I got you. Hold on. Yeah. Discord's trying to give me all these. Let me get the link. Invite people. Copy. Here's the link. I already did TMDX, Aaron, but we'll do it again just for you. Here's the link for JJ Set Your Group Discord, all right? Set Your Group Discord with JJ. There you go. There's the link. There it is. All right, we help each other out. That's what we do. Let's go to TMDX again. This must have earnings or something. Why do you want to look at this? TMDX, we already talked about this. This must have earnings or something because you're the second person. So inside on the month, Momo Hammer on the week. Why do we want to look at this? Why do we want this, Aaron? Put it in the chat, please. We'll put it on the watch list for you because it is Momo Hammer. That is an actionable signal, and the money flows showing that they do want to buy this. But please explain, why do you want this? Why do you want this? Lots of selling happening here. Let's draw that broadening formation on the month while Aaron is deciding if he wants to tell us what's going on with this thing. Booyah. And we'll do that here. I'm just eyeballing it. Booyah. All right. Yeah, draw it like that. Yeah. Probably a little tighter right here, but that's okay. Right there. All right. What's it doing on the year? Inside on the year. It's 2 down on the year. Come on now. Quarterly. What's it doing on the quarter? Okay. Why do we want this? Does it have earnings or something? Why do we want this, Aaron? So right now, Aaron says, I got my reasons. Gatekeeper, right there. See that Discord? Click that thing. It's free right now. All right. So free right now. Aaron says, just watching for now. Look at the month, and it goes, and it does have earnings. Okay, in a couple weeks. All right. So that makes sense. See. That's what I like. That's why I like the Weekend Shift crew. He's been watching. He's been on here and participating for months now. So and if not years. Same thing with Brent, Ryan, all these guys. All right, and that's why that's why I'm giving you guys this extra time. I ended the show for everybody else. This is like bonus time for you guys. So anyway, give me a couple more tickers. I am going to end the show, but give me a couple more tickers or anything you guys want to talk about. Let's go look at X, American Steel. All right. They keep talking a lot about these tariffs, all right? And this did not kill the stock. I thought this was going to completely just wreck this stock, but it didn't. All right, United States Steel, and still doing okay, all right? Not doing the best, all right? Not doing the best, but it's still doing all right, all right? Still doing all right. Someone said Mondelez. Now, X did used to be somebody. X gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you. All right, 196, maybe. All right, it could happen. Maybe these tariffs get put in place, and it forces the price to go higher on steel, and it's a good thing somehow. All right. Anyway, used to be somebody, so we wanna watch this. We wanna watch it. Nice broadening formation there you got there. All right, if this monthly chart, let's go to the yearly chart. What is that? Put it in the chat. What is this? Put it in the chat. What is this right here? What is that thing? I'll wait. I see your tickers. What is that? On the year? We're in bonus time now. Come on now. Give it to me. What is that on the chart? What is this? On the year? I'm still waiting. For my answers. Come on now. Mother bar, I accept that. I'll give you that one. Ooh, an itchy eyeball. All right, mother. Okay.
That's a mother bar issue.
It's a mother bar. It is a mother bar. All right. Mother bar. Lots of people say mother bar problems.
That's a mother bar issue.
All right, good. It is mother bar problems. The big thing is I was trying to point out this is a scenario 3. All right, this is scenario 3, and we know that's a broadening formation on a smaller time frame. Yes, it is a mother bar. Yes. So now all the little babies following in behind it. So back in 2008, steel had it going on. All right, and so this could reverse and start moving back to the highs. That would be awesome. But you can clearly see that that is a scenario 3, just based on. You know, as I zoom this out, and you're like, wow, you know what I mean? If all these bars are one bar, that's a compound outside 3, right? That's a compound outside bar. So I went to the yearly chart and it was there, you know what I mean? So that's why I don't like talking about fair value gaps and all this other voodoo crap, because the strat is quantifiable. The strat is quantifiable. You could say, okay, this is a compound scenario 3. You can go to the yearly chart and go, bam, there it is. I'm not making this up. It's right there. All right. You think Rob would have? Like put his arms around you and talked about, yeah, let's talk about fair value gaps. That's cool, buddy. No, he'd have been like, crucify it, crucify it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch Rob's video, The Greatest Story Ever Sold. Crucify it. Anyway, Mondelez. I'll get off my box of soap. I'll get off my box of soap. Who's standing on the box of soap anyway? Who was the first person that did that? It was like, they were like, get off of that. Get off of that. All right, let's end it here. Mondelez, 2-2 reversal back up on the week. That was last week. Let's see what it's doing here. It's outside month, all right? Okay. Mondelez. All right, no actionable signal for it next week, but it's moving. Level of reclaim, yes, I'll give you that too. I'll give you that. All right, Jodell said level of reclaim, yes. Let's go back to X real quick. Level of reclaim, I'll give you that. Very good. See, you're learning. I like that. Yes. Now, the price is all stuck in there. All right, so it's in this range. I mean, it's a mother bar, yes, and it's stuck in this range. And this is a level of reclaim, so it's in there. So you can say, well, I'm gonna start a small position and see what happens with these tariffs. You know, as long as you have a reversal and it's in your favor and it's not a losing position. If it's a winning position, it's not making so much, that's fine. Just hold it. As long as it doesn't go lose. Once it goes red and negative numbers, it's a losing position. Cut it. All right. But then again, like I said earlier in the show, if this stock gets up to 172, 174, and you see me on the weekend shift laughing at everybody who just bought in on scenario 3 on the week, and it's getting wrecked, fatality, I'm making fun of people. Oh, excuse me, I'm making fun of the trade. You can be like, Strat Soldier, I don't care. I got in at $38. I don't care. Let's laugh at this thing. All right, that's how you want to trade. That's how you want to do this. Someone said, give me ABBV, ABV. Let's turn this back to the month. And we're going to make ABV our last ticker for this show, and we're going to cut it. ABBV. All right, ABV. AbbVie, no actionable signal for next week, but this thing's moving, all right? This is also in biotechs, all right? AbbVie, all right? It's moving. All right, so you're going to have to go down those biotechs and find the ones that are moving, all right? That's going to be our last ticker for somebody. That's going to be the last ticker, all right? Used to be somebody. That's right, Brent. Used to be somebody. X. Now, hold on a second here. I don't have a new news clip, so that stinks. So nothing on that. Stock pick for the year. I'm not going to play that from Dan Hirschman. We'll wait. Let's get out of here. So anyway, thank you so much for everybody being here. Thanks for hanging out. A little bonus time there at the end. I like that. That's what we'll do from now on. We'll just cut the show at 12 o'clock so people can go do their stuff, take their kids to the park, walk their dog or pet or alligator. Or we tried to put our cat on a leash one time. Hated that. So we got like a harness, and I'm telling a long story. And the cat hated that too. So walking your cat, not effective. Anyway, you guys have a good day. You're welcome. You're welcome. Have a good day. Go check out thestratsoldier.com. All right. Check out the one-on-ones. Check out Combat Load. That's going to give you everything you need to do battle in these markets. And then you guys already know what's going on. So if you just if you bought the Zero to Trading ebook, it comes with a bonus vid, and then gifted it to someone else, and be like, hey, this is what you need to do. Learn this, and then let me know who you gave it to, and we'll work together. We'll work together. I'll pay attention to what they do. Someone said ZS. Ah, crap. I don't think I looked at ZS. Aaron said ZS. Sorry, is it Aaron? ZS, no actionable signal. It is 212 reversal up on the month. All right. And so it's moving. No actionable signal for next week. Be safe, gatekeeper. Everybody have fun. Yeah. Thank you, Patricia Bacon. Ooh, yeah, I love bacon. Anyway, thank you so much for everybody being here. This was fun. I'm gonna close it. I don't just trade the strat; I live it. So if you don't get triangled out on your personal relationships, you got somebody you need, that needs a phone call, an email, postcards, anything. Send it. Get that thing reversing back to the highs. This is KD. This is the Strat Soldier with the weekend shift. Oh, my mouth is tired. My head is tired. Everything's tired. My brains are mush. This was great. Brent, I'll give you OKLO on Twitter. This is I almost did it again. This is the Strat Soldier with the weekend shift. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.